Yeah. Are we back? Anybody here? Picture's great. Susie, I'm glad about that now. By the way, can you... Yeah, we're back, Maxter. Looks like it. Going blues again. Yeah. Could any of you hear this? By the way, can you tell me if you can hear this, by the way? Because I'm interested to know for future reference. So, can you hear this music? Anybody? Okay. And would you say it's quite a lot quieter than my voice, or is it louder, or? Anybody? Could be louder. Okay. Let me, because what I want to see is what's a good balance. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play along and tell me which needs to be louder, okay? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, that's interesting to know for future reference. That's a track that I'm working on, which is by somebody called Frank Stokes. It's called Sweet to Mama. It's a really nice track, that. There are lyrics with it, but I'm just trying to come up with my own arrangement, really, so I can kind of then think about putting the lyrics down. Logitech speakers and can plug the keyboard or computer, and they're less than 50/50. Well, anyway, I'm glad you've all kind of made it back. Unfortunately, we're kind of near the end of the show, but it's been nice catching up as ever. As always so nice to catch up. When each weary day is through, how I long to be with you, my happiness. Every day I reminisce, dreaming of your tender kiss, always thinking how I miss my happiness. A million years it seems have gone by since we shared our dream, but I'll hold you again. There'll be no blue memories then, where the sky That's a nice little song I did a while back. I don't know if anybody checked that one out, but it's kind of a nice little John Prine number, that one. So how are we all doing tonight anyway? After our kind of our breaking communications, I was kind of playing before we had a break in communications. I was playing a little bit of ground control's a major town. Ground control's a major town. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control's a major town. Commencing countdown, engines on. Check ignition and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade. I don't know if any of you are interested in that song, but I was just saying earlier on, that's going to be the next YouTube lesson. It's a really nice song. I won't go into it now because, as I mentioned earlier on, it's so many parts to the song. So much so that it took me the best part of a day to kind of film, edit, do the whole video. You know, it's like a 15-minute video, and it was a 12-hour job because it's kind of an unusual arrangement in a sense. There are just lots of different parts, but there's a certain amount of repetition as well. Anyway, suffice it to say, it's a great one to learn, so keep an eye out for that one. That'll be my next YouTube video, and obviously that will premiere on Patreon that little bit sooner. So it's a nice song to learn. Yeah, I do like a little blues, which I'm sure you all know. I kind of play quite a lot of this kind of stuff. Yeah. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff. that's what I'm kind of learning at the moment, as you can probably tell. But it's a really nice song, some lovely chords in it, you know, some really nice chords. I'll kind of show you some of this. Funny thing about this song is that it's based around C, F and G, but in every conceivable position that you can imagine. So here we're in a C, then we come up here to an F, G, F, C, F, C, C. So that whole section sounds like it's much more going on than it actually is. Then we go to a G. Same again. You have a little drop down, goes back. Yeah, I'm sure going to be doing a lesson on that in the future. It's called "It Is No Secret What God Can Do." And very, very nice. I think Reverend Gary Davis may have played that song. Ken, I'm glad you enjoyed that, Ken. It is rather charming, if I say so myself. Donald, hey Joe, watching from Indiana. Great to see you, Donald. Glad you kind of managed to tune in. We're just kind of winding down, which I tend to say every 5 minutes and never kind of make my way away from here. I know many of you enjoy the Robert Johnson kind of stuff. I mean, what would you say some of your favourite stuff is that I do, guys? You know, maybe I could play you something that you've learnt from me and you've enjoyed, if I can remember it. Yeah, what is it now? Hard Times, yeah. Oh, well, I suppose I should play. Susie is such a regular visitor here. I'm not entirely sure a river runs deep. I'm sure it wouldn't take me long to learn. And George, if that's your thing, you know, I've done a lot of JJ Cale over at Patreon. A lot of the people here will vouch for that. If that's your thing, there's quite a bit of stuff there, and there's also some stuff on the YouTube. Yeah, okay, so I think it kind of, a lot of people are saying that they enjoyed the Alberta lesson. since you've been gone. Alberta, Alberta, where'd you stay last night? Alberta, Alberta, where'd you stay last night? Come home this morning, clothes don't feel right. And so on and so forth, guys. It's a kind of nice track. I'm glad you enjoyed that one, and I hope you're all playing it if you like it and stuff. As you know, it's quite a nice one. Can you advise some good books about acoustic guitar, acoustic blues? I haven't written one yet, William, but I'll let you know when I do, because I think I should. I kind of quite like to. Hey Bob, I know you like your Mississippi John Hare, and I kind of keep letting you down, don't I, really? Won't you lay me down, a ballad on your floor? Lay me down, a ballad on your floor. Lay me, ballad, down soft and low. There's no saying how much further I might go. Won't you lay me down, a ballad on your floor? Lay me down, a ballad on your floor. Lay me a ballad down soft and low. There's no saying how much further I might go. Yeah, a little bit of Mississippi John Hare. That was okay for you, Bob. I know you enjoy that kind of stuff. This is a classic. I'm losing track of where the comments are relating to. Great embellishments. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so just maybe to finish off with, I'll kind of talk a little bit of maybe about kind of coming up with your own ideas. Yeah, and I think that's a good idea. It's a great idea to kind of learn all these classic songs that you like, but perhaps it's also a good idea to develop your own creative streak, okay? Because I believe that's something that we all have, and it's just a question of tapping into that, you know? And if you think about it, some of the greatest songs of all time have been very, very simple songs. They haven't particularly been, I mean, there's always an exception to the rule, that goes without saying. But there are many, many, many fantastic songs over the years which have been just 3 chords, 4 chords, you know, something like this. So I think it's kind of really important to try and develop that side of yourself, you know. It needn't be difficult, and it's something that you can do. And so my advice, you know, and also on top of that, it's a good thing for practicing your own strumming ideas, your own kind of chord changes, and your own imagination. There's enough people telling you what to do nowadays with all these kind of computers and tablets and everything. Very important to take ourselves away from all of that see if we can find something within ourselves, you know, to develop something within that we have some of these own musical ideas. And the only way to do that is just by kind of strumming through a few chords and things like that, knowing a little bit of basic theory, you know, like there are three major chords in each key. So for example, in the key of C, you have C, which is the 1 chord, you have F, which is the 4 chord, and you have G, which is the 5 chord. So you can write a song just with C, F and G, you know, in different combinations, different strumming patterns. Okay, so that's kind of what I tend to consider to be the first step when you're kind of thinking about coming up with a song. It's important to create a little bit of rhythm, yeah? So given that you've got your C, F and G, it's just playing around with those in different orders, with different strumming patterns, as I say. Doing this type of thing, you know, it can be anything, or it might just be anything. Fast, slow, finger pick, strummed. Just get a few chords going, okay? Now, I've talked about the cage system for anybody who's interested, but you know, it's not, you know, even that is more than you kind of need to know in a sense. Just you can just pick a few basic chords, a few basic open chords that you already know, okay? And work with those. Now, once you have a rhythm going, it could be that you kind of decide, let's say, on something like, you know, a kind of you know, it can literally be anything. Once you have something which is cohesive, something that you can repeat, something that has bars and you can kind of think, right, yeah, it does this here and it does that there, then you're shaping the beginnings of a song, okay? Now, those 3 chords are plenty. You can write many songs just with 3 chords, as we all know. But if if you wanted to add another chord to your C, F and G, okay, and that's just the 1 key example, then every key has what's called a relative minor chord. And so that will take us perhaps to a sad place. And in this instance, if we're playing in C, that relative minor will be A minor. So you see, that is why you often come across kind of C, A minors in songs with C in, you know? Because that's the relative minor of C, okay? So anyway, to get back, we've got C, F, G, and A minor if we want it as well. So your first step is to just, you know, build some kind of rhythm that you can repeat, that has a certain amount of bars and uses those chords. And so, like I say, let's just say we're playing our thing. So this might be our song. So then what I need to do is add some melody. Now it could be that you're one of these people who just come straight out with the words, daddy, you know, whatever it might be. Today I wrote myself a song. You know, other people might be thinking, da 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 dee da da. They might use, you know, that kind of idea to create a melody and then later put the words to it once they feel that they have a nice melody to go with the song, okay? So you just need those 2 elements. You need your chords and you need your melody. So like we say, the chords being in this instance, okay? So this is the structure, and then we added a melody. La, da, 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 dee, da, then we add the words, you know, whatever. Today I wrote a song. It didn't take me very long. You know, and it changes and this and that. So, you know, even if you spend like 10 minutes of your own time doing that kind of stuff, you're going some way towards developing your own creative abilities, okay? Because I think people spend a lot of time, you know, trying to play their favourite songs and everything, and that's a great thing to do. But it's also great to come up with your own ideas, and you know, because we can all do that. There's nothing, you know. The thing is that if you do it on a regular basis, it's like anything. It's like playing the guitar. You get better and better and better all the time. Obviously, it kind of goes without saying. But it's been great to spend a little bit more time with you all, guys. I just want to check who we've got. I've got any latecomers and stuff like that. San Francisco Bay Blues was a great lesson. Donald, I'm glad you liked it. I got the blues from the day now, San Francisco Bay. The ocean line gone so far away. I didn't mean to treat her so bad. She was the best girl I ever did have. She said goodbye after make her cry. I wanna lay down and die. Well, I ain't got a nickel and I ain't got a lot to sit down. If she don't come back, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. If she ever gets back to stay, it's gonna be another brand new day. Walking with my baby down San Francisco Bay. Yeah, a little bit of San Francisco for you there. That was, let's see what we got. About funny, well, coming along. Yeah, I know, Ken. I forgot my kazoo. From 4 till late, I was wringing my hands and crying. From 4 till late, I was wringing my hands and crying. So that your daddy's go down. Now from Memphis to Norfolk is a 36-hour ride. From Memphis to Norfolk is a 36-hour ride. I believe in soul. Your daddy's go round. do. I've got a big fondness for that last JJ Cale stuff I've been working on at Patreon. There's some lovely stuff there and a lovely one on YouTube as well. If We Try. I never tire from this little song. It's so sweet. Oh yeah, we got the. You might be right, you could be wrong. I ain't saying our love ain't strong. You would know, only you and I. It'll come again, this love of ours, if we try. I never doubt the things you say. It's all about the way we play. We gotta live before we die. It'll come again, this love of ours, if we try. Maybe we're looking for new changes. Maybe we're trying to act the part. Maybe we're trying to rearrange it. Maybe we're looking for a new start. Forget tomorrow, it'll never come. Dream of sorrow when it come undone. We gotta live before we die. It'll come again, this love of ours, if we try. It'll come again, this love of ours, if we try. It'll come again, this love of ours, if we try. Yeah, I do like that little song. Well, folks, that brings us to the end of the evening. It's been real nice to spend some time with you. Hey, John, thanks very much indeed. Patrick, yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the JJ. Okay guys, if anybody wants a shout out, now is the time to say farewell, and I can thank you all for watching this broadcast. Put my feet up, have a relax before a new day dawns, and we're all back doing the same kind of things. So I want to thank you all for watching. Head on over to my YouTube channel and subscribe if you haven't already. That would be fantastic. I'd really appreciate that. If anybody wants to help me continue making the videos, you know the place to do that is Patreon. I'd appreciate any help I can get, guys, and I appreciate all the help that I get from a lot of you who are here at the moment. Okay, so we got Pakistan, we got Julie, don't forget the thumbs up, and we got George from Michigan, nice to see you, and we've got William, and we've got Rams from Pakistan, we've got Donald. That was fun, looking forward to the next one. I'm glad you caught it. And Marty, thanks for joining in here. You like your JJ Cale like I do. John, thank you very much indeed. Okay, that's John Northgate. Hope all is well your end too. Patrick, great to catch up with you again. Susie, I'm glad you made it through the earlier hitches that we had along with Julie. Ken, always great to see you. Marco, I don't know if you're still there, and George. We've got a lot of people here tonight, and a lot of people I'd like to thank for joining me. So yeah, I think that covers anybody. Is there anybody I've forgotten? Is there anybody I've forgotten? I think I've pretty much gone through everybody there. Okay, Mike from Egbert, you're killing it. Keep on. Hey Mike, thanks for joining us as well. Real tired now, guys, so I'm going to have to call it a day. I'm going to be hoping to make a few more broadcasts over these coming days and weeks. Rams, you can make a request for next time. I don't think it's going to happen this time. George, thank you very much indeed for giving Patreon a shout out. George, there is a patron who's helping me continue on with these lessons, and that's what everybody who goes over there is doing. Bringing you another lesson on YouTube shortly, and that's all down to these guys who are helping me in more ways than you can imagine. So thanks to you all, and I hope you have a great rest of the evening, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Okay, what was that? Lay it on the line. I don't know that one. Don't know that one. I wish I knew it, Rams, but I don't know it. Ain't going nowhere, Dylan. Yeah, Susie. There's a lot of requests coming in. I haven't done many Dylan ones. I'll check that out. I'll check that out, Susie. Ain't going nowhere. If you think that would be a good one, maybe I could look at that. Okay, folks, you all take care now. Great to see you all. All the best.